Excellent. Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
One of the tricks to finding a gutter that's likely to hold Tailor is to look for formations that offer these fish easy access from deeper water into the gutter. Tailor will avoid being trapped in an isolated gutter or hole by a falling tide. These hunters like to have an escape route. Tailor also prefers some overhead cover in the form of foamy, aerated whitewater, especially if the gutter is relatively shallow. The so-called change of light periods at dawn and dusk are prime times for catching most marine predators, and Tailor are no exception. Combining a good gutter with a rising tide at dawn or dusk along this stretch of coast in winter or spring is about as close as you're ever going to get to a guarantee of success.
You on as well, Rob? Woohoo! Double hooker!
And Rob's got a way that he likes to prepare it back at home, get some nice good stuff. Mate, are there any tricks to preparing your bonito flesh baits?
There are, Ed. One of the things to watch is each piece of bait runs with the grain of the fish. So we're actually taking that fillet off and then we're slicing with the knife down this way and putting those two strips there on the hook.
Why do we do that?
The reason we do that is we find if we put them on this way round, you'll find that when you have your bait sitting out in the water for a few minutes, it'll tend to get fairly soft, and after a while these flakes of meat will actually start breaking off.
Okay.
So that's a fairly important thing to watch. The great thing about this rock salt is that it does make the flesh nice and firm though, and you'll find that will stay on for an awfully long time.
Okay.
Many anglers enjoy a meal of fresh Tailor, and these fish also taste great when smoked. If you're going to catch a few for the table, make sure you kill and bleed the fish immediately after capture. Tailor that aren't bled and left on the beach in the sun to dry out simply aren't worth eating. These great tasting fish have soft, easily bruised flesh. There's just no point in taking them home if they're going to be wasted. The best way to look after Tailor, or any fish intended for the table, is to put them straight into an ice slurry after bleeding. A slurry is easily made up with some seawater and ice mixed in an insulated cooler. This routine should be part of the handling process of any fish destined for human consumption, especially in warmer areas. It really does make a big difference to the end result when the catch is served up back home or at the camp.